discussion about The Boys, Season 3, Episodes 5 and 6. So I'm telling you right now, there will be spoilers if you haven't seen that episode. So if you haven't seen it, pause this, go watch it, come back so you can know what we're talking about.
You've been warned.
Yeah. So anyways, The Boys, like I said, so far, this has been one of my favorite streaming shows on all platforms. I kind of wish we could get more than just 8 episodes, and I kind of wish, possibly they could make some type of spin-off show, seeing that they had made that show Diabolical, and there was so many different stories that was there. It just goes to show there's opportunity for spin-off shows, but hey, I'm happy with what we got so far. Every season, I'm always left with one. Every episode, I would say, I'm always left with one and more, so yes. So, yeah, you guys been enjoying the show so far?
I mean, I'm loving the episodes. Like you said, I mean, we need more. I'm loving the character progressions. I mean, it's outrageously funny. The nudity.
You liking the nudity?
I think we like it so much because it breaks all the norms that you would see in shows.
Yeah.
It does not adhere to any of the rules that all these shows have to adhere to. Mm-hmm. That's why we get the nudity, we get the killing people with dildos and stuff like that.
I like that.
I mean, he liked that one. But, I wish there was more episodes of this. I would take a 10, almost 20 episode series if they did it exact how they're doing this. But I know they're probably spending so much money per episode on this.
But it's worth it.
Oh,
people watching.
Every bit of money they spend on this is worth it.
Yes, it's definitely worth it. I said I love a spinoff, and like I said, if you watch Diabolical, you can see that there's opportunities for the spinoffs. Like I said, I'd watch the spinoffs.
Let's jump right into it.
Right.
Let's jump into episode. We're on 5 and 6. Let's jump into episode 5. This is right after Kimiko killed the Russian oligarch. Is that the?
Yeah, and they let Soldier Boy out.
They let Soldier Boy out.
She got blasted.
She's injured. She's not healing.
Yeah, so she somewhat lost her powers. So that's part of Soldier Boy's abilities. I feel that the Russians, they experimented and gave him that power.
Yeah, new powers.
To be able to laser beam and take people's, almost like Havoc from X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Or he could have gained that from all the stress, how the X-Men are when they...
I don't think he got it from stress.
You think he evolved?
Yeah, evolved, yeah.
He said they experimented on him.
They did, and we've seen it in clips, but do you think that they pumped so much radiation into him that it turned him?
Yes. That's
what
I
had to be, yeah. You know how
or
Deadpool, remember Deadpool, right?
Who doesn't know?
The first one when they was experimenting on him.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah.
But I think what the Russians did was they gave him that additional ability. I don't think he had that ability to laser people and take people's powers and stuff.
I don't think so. Because they were his teammates were wanting to get rid of him, so,
That's because he's super strong.
And he's a bit of a dick, so...
Not like most characters are.
But also, Butcher and them didn't know he had that power, so that's also an...
And I don't think a lot of people, the way that they were showing Soldier Boy in the old movies and stuff, I don't think a lot of people knew he had those powers.
No, they said he was in the war, so in the war he could have, used that blast to kill all the other...
I hate to be against you, but I don't think he had those powers before the experiments.
No.
Are you agreeing with me now?
Or? Yeah, that's what I was agreeing, yeah.
It's like you was disagreeing, but now you agreeing.
No, I'm agreeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
developed the powers due to stress and...
He developed. But you said develop. Develop means he got it on his own.
But they experimented on him so much that it caused him to develop these. I'm in between you two right now.
The experiments gave him those powers.
Like Deadpool, when they suffocated him so much that he developed these powers.
Okay, what I'm saying is the Russians' experiments gave him those powers.
Yeah.
Y'all using the word develop as if he evolved them himself.
I'm saying developed as in Deadpool, where they experimented on him and he developed these powers
by the experiments.
Yes.
And the same thing.
But they're not giving him. Giving him would be like an injection. Like, hey, Temp V, pop it in you.
Okay. Well, that's what they did with Soldier Boy. they experimented on.
Okay, and he developed these
He
other
doesn't want to
powers.
develop.
He gained additional powers. How about that?
How about
Okay,
that?
that's
How about
fine.
that?
He's gay.
Because they didn't give it to him; they were experimenting on him, and he developed them. But he gained extra powers.
Yeah, thank you guys for wasting time in their time.
All right, on to the next scene. After he was done experimenting on him and stuff like that. What?
Let's just cut to the board scene.
Okay.
Let's go straight there.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it's basically Homelander. He is now head of Vault. No one's there to stop him.
Yeah, he's dumbfounded. He don't know how to run the company.
Yeah, obviously the girl asked one question about some numbers with the people, and
He belittled her.
yeah, he belittled her.
I mean,
towards
she kind of belittled him because she knew.
Well, in his eyes, she belittled him.
I don't think she did. She was just asking.
No, she just asked a question. She didn't do anything.
That's the job that
She belittled herself.
Stan Edgar, he was in charge of keeping all
Yeah.
that stuff together. And Homelander, he's not used to doing all that. So when she asked that question, it kind of frustrated him. And
Oh, it frustrated the hell out of him.
And he had to belittle her, and then I think after that they got rid of her, or they made her leave.
She told her to get out, but
Yeah.
that was to prevent him from killing her, probably. But he realizes now that he doesn't know how to run the company. But, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I mean, all he wants is to be loved,
by the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, all he really wants is to be loved by the
He
people.
don't care about the company. Yeah.
No, which is crazy. It's almost like, why did you force Edgar out?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I know why he's turning into a sociopath now.
Yeah.
But
Well, he forced Edgar out because Edgar was kind of like
he was subtly going after him.
He was pulling the rank card on him. He was giving Starlight more authority over the team, and he didn't like that.
Yeah.
So it made him feel small. So he felt like he had to do that. But again, Stan Edgar, he's a very intelligent type of person. I don't think he's a villain. I would say he's more of a neutral type of person. I don't think he's a bad guy.
I wouldn't agree with that. I think he's a bad guy. He knows what his soups are doing.
I understand that, but I don't think he's a bad guy or a good guy. I just think that he just
He's
doesn't
an
care.
anti-villain.
If I gave
There you
a,
go.
Yeah.
Anti-villain.
I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even.
Go ahead. Go
I'm
give me
not
what you're
gonna
going to
say
say. Oh, you're going to rob him for what you were about to say?
No,
Say
you
it.
guys already said he's an
Come on.
anti-villain.
There you go.
That's what I was
That's
gonna
good
say.
enough. Nah, he basically just took credit for what you did. God damn.
he
He
knows-
does that.
He knows with the Homelander and the majority of his superheroes that are under his control are capable of, and
Well, he covers them up. All the bull.
Yeah, he covers up all the killing they do.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a good guy.
I didn't say he was a good guy. I said he doesn't care. He's, like you said, anti-villain.
he just manipulates a lot. He doesn't really get his hands dirty. That's what I've been seeing.
Exactly. Never say a good guy.
Yeah.
But
We've been debating on these past episodes.
I'm not with you on that. But
We're never on terms on anything. Go ahead.
we also see Mother's Milk going to basically get his daughter because he's back from Russia. He's done with Butcher. He's going to pick his daughter up, and her new dad.
Her new dad?
Well,
Our guy trying to be his dad.
Our step me. They give him the technicalities. Her new dad. Her mom's new husband. He's watching Homelander and he's letting her watch it and stuff, and Mother's Milk gets pissed off. He's like, I don't want her watching this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, because he knows the truth of what's going on with the supers and all that. That they're really not good people, and that they're actually killing people, and not really caring about them, and just controlling them and being part of the spotlight. So,
And the stepdad just wants to believe in Homelander, like he's like the one and true.
He's finally sticking up for the little guy.
So, but do y'all think that that's just the end of his story? Like, that's just his story just to be a thorn in Mother's Milk's side?
Pretty much agitate him a bit.
Like, y'all wouldn't think he's like a vault spy or something like that?
I don't think he's a vault spy. I think you're overreaching on that one. Like you're just like a little bit more.
Yeah, he's just a side character. That's what I'm. Yeah.
He's the side character that Mother's Milk's probably gonna have to beat the hell out of at some point, just because.
I'm not even gonna say nothing, but yeah. Just.
But yeah, so in the midst of going for her, Mother's Milk sees the news. Somebody caused an explosion. Guess who's back in town? Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. And then he has PTSD.
His PTSD and this song that they were playing as they were experimenting on him, helping him to develop these new powers, basically triggers him.
The same way Winter Soldier's triggered by those words.
Same
by
way.
the Russians. And I would say Soldier Boy's story is like Captain America and the Winter Soldier combined in one.
Yeah, I like how they
Man at a
parody
time.
Marvel and DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Certain scenes.
Yeah, because Maeve is almost like a Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, Homelander, Superman.
Evil Superman.
And then Black Noir's Batman.
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, this Russian song triggers his PTSD, causing him to explode.
Giant radiation blast.
Yeah.
Kills, what was it, like 19 people?
Yeah, 19 people dead, so he's got to... So now they got to find out where Soldier Boy is. And then they go to this new character we're introduced to called the Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that,
He's supposed to be the Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
that he's supposed to be the Stan Lee of...
Like a promoter type of the show.
He was head of Vault before
He was,
Steel
yeah,
World.
he was the one that used to cover up everything for him. And Soldier Boy had went to him because he kept the suit for him all those years that he's been gone. So now he's picked up his suit. He's got his shield. Where's he going?
To find his
He's
teammates.
going to go find his teammates to kill him.
Yep.
He's trying to get forward.
Let's take a second to talk about his suit. Like, I like his suit. I mean,
His suit's nice. I
in
like.
the comics, it's supposed to be the same as Captain America's, but
Mhm.
the green, it stands out.
I like the green. I think the green's a better way to go because it's more of an army green,
Mhm.
and in how his character has been portrayed so far, he's an army soldier basically, and maybe towards the end we might get a suit change, but I highly doubt that.
Do you think his character's going to survive the season and go to the next season?
I mean,
He's pretty powerful,
he's
and if he's working with other people,
and they just introduced him, so
literally he's only been there for
they did
3
the
episodes.
same thing with Stormfront and boom.
She was there for a lot of that season.
yeah, she was. Yeah.
She was there from episode 1.
That's what I'm saying. From last season, I'm like, she was there for
Yeah,
the
but they
show.
didn't introduce Soldier Boy in episode 1. They introduced him in episode 4.
Well, they talked about him in other other seasons too. They had mentioned him. Yeah, he was mentioned in other.
No, I didn't disagree with you there. I don't know where you were going with that. But I guess they could kill him off. I think they're gonna keep him.
No, if he got the power to take away other super's abilities, they're gonna keep him around. Unless
No, I think the show's gonna write him off of it. This is my prediction.
ain't nobody writing no Jensen Echo off. Come on now.
I feel this is my prediction.
Let him get his prediction.
Let me get my prediction.
my
This is
bad.
my prediction.
Okay.
I'm not cutting any of your prediction or anything.
Yeah.
I think that because it's like every season they want the biggest character to be Homelander, the biggest villain to be Homelander. So I feel that eventually,
I'm gonna step in for just a second and tramp all over this. Either way, Homelander's the biggest villain in the series.
Series.
Yeah, series.
You said series.
Serious. Yeah, serious.
Series.
Yeah, serious.
Series.
I'm just saying it fast. But because Homelander's the villain, Soldier Boy is now supposed to be this hero everybody's welcoming.
But he's not though.
But he's not. Yes.
I,
But to Butcher and Huey, he is now this hero that is going to help them bring down their enemy.
but I don't really know how that's gonna work. I mean,
We're about to find out.
Okay.
God.
So, but if he is, I want my credit and props when we get to that next next review. If he is killed off, so I'm like,
he won't be killed off.
I like the character, but I don't think that they're gonna keep him. That's just me.
Yeah.
I believe so. I mean,
In the comments, let me know if you think they're
hyping
going to keep
him
him.
up and everything in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think they will. Like, he's not a one-off.
He's not a one-off actor.
Yeah.
He's a big actor.
He's a recurring. Yeah.
I could see them off in the deep.
Because the question is, I don't think they're gonna offer. It's like you got a powerful hero like him or a character like him. Where do you go after that? Because yes, you can keep Homelander as a powerful character because there's so much you can take, so many heights you can take Homelander. But how far can you take Soldier Boy's character?
I mean, he could be the next. I mean, well, he was Homelander at first, but he could, replace him.
Okay,
Take
yeah.
Homelander out.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Take the spotlight.
So I'll give you 2 options. Now, you could tell me which one you like. One, he takes Homelander out and regains his head of Vought. Becomes head of Vought. I don't know about regains, but he becomes head of Vought and starts doing everything Homelander did, but now he's the most powerful. Or two, there's a huge fight at the end between Homelander and everybody. Homelander survives, and then that's the end of the season. And then we come into season 4, where now they have to deal with the repercussions of Homelander now being basically cast down in society. No one likes him.
Powerless.
Hopefully powerless. But if he does got powers, he's destroying cities and stuff. And they got to now fight that.
I think somehow...
I just sold you season 4.
I think somehow Stan Egger's the character is going to be wrote in towards the end, and he's going to be the idealist of stopping Soldier Boy. Because at the end of the day, Soldier Boy is a real threat.
Do you think he has a failsafe for either Homelander or Soldier Boy?
Ryan?
Ryan is, but they even said on the show that he's too young right now.
He is young, but he's not as strong. I think Homelander could just rip him in half.
He is like a...
So, yeah. Ryan's not as strong, so...
But he'll get to that point.
Yeah. Hope at some point, but he's not ready yet. But,
you just seen Obi-Man take on his son Invincible, and he wasn't ready yet. So, yeah.
And also...
It'll be the same thing.
Butcher's pretty strong as well.
He is, but he's nowhere near Homelander.
Because later on I'm just going to jump ahead.
Yeah, just jump ahead. Go ahead. Just jump.
So... When they were doing the whole laser showdown, Homelander was getting the best of them.
Homelander was on top.
His lasers were stronger than
if Soldier Boy wouldn't have stepped in, Butcher would have taken lasers to the face.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have hurt him, though. He probably would have been unconscious a bit.
I don't know, because you could take some lasers, but I don't know if he's completely invincible.
All right, since we hop from 5 to 6.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right,
don't hop to 7.
No, I'm
he did get lasered, though.
He did get lasered, yes.
Yeah.
But that was like a weak laser. That was you're here.
Weak laser.
Yeah, it's like he didn't put that much strength in behind that laser.
I don't think Homelander does anything half.
He didn't expect him to have powers.
I know, but I don't think Homelander does anything half. He was so fed up with Butcher at this point.
But he didn't use all his strength. You could tell he had more lasers.
Well, yeah, he didn't use all his strength, but he gave him a good laser.
Boom, he just gave him like a quick one. Like, boom. And it's like, you're human. That would kill normal humans.
Yeah.
So.
I like how Homelander was so freaking surprised.
Yeah.
You're cheating. What are you doing, Butcher?
Let's hop back into episode 5 for a second. That way we don't get too far off. Let's just jump kind of towards the end, though. Starlight wants to go after him. She goes down. The Deep has fired
security watch people.
All the security watch, because they've had tweets that they negatively went against Homelander. So there's only 2 people working.
Yeah.
But then we go on to Mother's Milk knows where he's going.
Yeah. He's
going after Crimson Countess.
And Butcher sedates him, trying to, I guess, maybe protect him in some way.
Let's not skip over the scene where Seth Rogen...
Yeah. You just jumped right over that.
Camo, yeah.
Crimson Countess is doing some super hardcore soup porn. And if you actually looked at it, he was at 20 minutes in it, and it was $20 a minute.
I did not realize that.
And it's like he was at $300. I did the math on it.
She said his full username on it, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But she gets attacked in the middle of it as he's about to finish, which I'm pretty sure he does, even though she got attacked. And it's Butcher. They tie her up. Say, Homelander's coming. Or Soldier Boy's coming. She says, we got to get out of here right now. They said, we're delivering you right to him.
Yeah, they used her as bait. And then so when Soldier Boy got there, he could negotiate with her. Hey, she's in there. I'll help you get the rest as long as you add Homelander to your list.
Then Mother's Milk got sedated.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't,
He definitely did it.
Messed the plan up.
He definitely did it to protect him. You're right. Because he knew he would never go for it.
Yep.
And he knew he would try to hit him with the grenade, and Soldier Boy would act out if he did. And it's not grenade. It's a gas
What we
canister.
talking health thing? Health on? Or?
I don't know. It's supposed to be that gas that the Russians hit him with,
Yeah.
and put him to sleep.
And then towards the end on that episode, Huey and Starlight, they kind of have like a little difference of agreements, and I'm not sure if they broke up or whatnot, but
They're not.
they're not broken up.
No,
It's
not.
like
They're definitely in an argument.
In an argument right now because he's working with Soldier Boy, and she just like that.
She's begging him not to go.
She's like, Soldier Boy's killing people, and you know. So.
I mean, they did kind of say whatever it takes to stop Homelander.
Whatever it
so,
takes.
Like, she's not going to. Well, I mean, she kind of is, but she doesn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want them to work with him because
Yeah.
he's already killed a bunch of people.
And
So
then he's already on Compound V, the temp, and like it's like he's getting addicted. Like,
he's addicted. I'm saying he's gonna take so much that it's in him.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the whole aspect of Blue Hawk and A-Train?
It's definitely a fight that A-Train's actually trying to do better and help out the black community. Obviously, they are being policed more by Blue Hawk, and he basically curb stomped that dude and killed him. Or no, I don't think they killed him. I think he'll just never walk again. I think is what they said.
No, his brother. He got.
No. I'm talking about the guy that Blue Hawk killed or beat up on the sidewalk. I don't know if he killed him. Leading his brother to ask A-Train to say something.
Yeah.
Because we've seen A-Train wanting to do something about Blue Hawk for a while.
I think that was a mistake to bring him to the place.
Yeah.
Because you know how.
Center, yeah.
But you know how black people's gonna detour.
Well, and you know how these dudes start they start freaking out. Like I was just doing making excuses for all that they've been doing, and then he freaks out and throws a bunch of people.
Yeah, I felt like he was being a straight up Karen, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Karen is more of a complainer. He's an abuser. He's a person who's
and
power.
complaining like wasn't like doing anything to cause that much harm.
But I feel that in this case, he was just abusing his abilities and his position as being a superhero.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, he was starting to throw people, and then in the press conference, he said it was somebody pulled a gun and he was protecting himself.
And then in the midst, his brother got paralyzed because of what happened. And A-Train, he's starting to take in the guilt. And you see that later on in episode 6 when he talks to Huey. He gives him an authentic apology.
That was as authentic of apology as A-Train could give him because everything was just hitting him. His brother, his powers. He's not being able to run. His heart, Pop Claw. He had to kill her, and just all this stuff he's had to do. It's finally just come to an end.
All the secrets he's holding in.
Yeah.
Another thing I don't think we touched base on was Ashley. Her character, I think, has gotten way better from the first season to now. Like the transition she has when she's talking to Starlight about Starlight's trying to convince her, hey, let's take Homelander down, and she goes, I'm the CEO.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Next time, make an appointment.
Yeah.
Well, she's got a little power herself now, so
Yeah. She is the CEO.
Yeah.
But she's Homelander CEO.
But that means she can be as rude as she wants to anybody else.
Anybody else, yes.
Homelander is her boss. She'll listen to everything he says. But anybody else comes in, tell them to get out.
That's right. Yeah, like I said, her character has gotten better. And she's not super, but she's super great on the show.
Yeah. Now, let's go into episode 6. It starts off with the Deep is trying to figure out how to use the controls because he fired everybody, and they find out it's Soldier Boy, and so Homelander starts talking to Black Noir, and he's like, "Oh, do you know why they'd be going after your old team?" Which obviously he doesn't say anything, and he's also, "Yeah, it's good to have you around," and he walks off, and Black Noir double times goes to the elevator and stabs out his tracker, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
He's running. He's on the run.
Black Noir, he knows why Soldier Boy is coming after the team.
Because he was there.
He was there. And I think that something secretly had happened that you're going to find out in the later episodes. So yeah, Black Noir, he's going off the grid. I think that they'll get a little bit more into his character origin.
If his character goes off the grid, I feel like he's gone. You're not going to find him.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say he wouldn't be back. I'm just saying, if he goes off the grid, he's gonna find you before you find him.
Soldier Boy can find him. And plus, he got the boys helping him now. So
Yeah.
And he's part of the main 7, so like, I mean, if Soldier Boy doesn't find a Homelander, it surely will. I mean, because Homelander said like he's one of the few people we can trust.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and Homelander, he was able to find Translucent almost in the first episode, so he can find him. Well, the second episode, I should say, of the show.
He got close to finding Translucent. Yeah.
Yeah, he got super close. I'm saying Homelander can find him. Even though, that kind of begs the question. I mean, Homelander can't find Sun yet, but
Which I feel like that's one thing that they've kind of went away
over.
from. Yeah, skipped over, if you will, where he's now not looking for a son anymore. He's just trying to keep everything together. But that also might be because he's now got this extreme responsibility.
matter of fact, I think he still is kind of looking for his son. I think it was 5 when Victoria Newman gave him that sheet of paper when she was making a deal. Was it 5?
He gave her.
Yeah,
She gave him a piece of paper
What paper did she give him?
with her address and stuff on there. I think that's
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to look back because I didn't see that.
when she was talking to Starlight about working together and she was about to pop her head. Well, she admitted to Starlight that she was the head popper. Because Huey.
But what does that have to do with Homelander?
Well, isn't that
getting the
in
information?
episode 6?
That was episode
That was
6.
six?
That was started talking to Starlight, but what about Homelander?
She gave him when she was at the convention with him.
At the convention?
Yeah,
What
she
convention?
was talking. Was that 6?
What convention? I think you kind of slipping in to...
Maybe.
You just have a
Darn.
word problem.
Yeah. I might be jumping ahead.
Yeah.
So let's
Let's just bring it back
yeah.
to 6.
Okay.
So now Soldier Boy's on to finding the rest of his team,
Mhm.
which leads us to him wanting to find out where the TNT twins are.
Mhm.
And they're in the hotel room. Huey's trying to pick up the shield, and he can't even pick it up. And we see Soldier Boy just doing a bunch of drugs and drinking and eating.
And he was mad that there's a specific sauce that they don't have anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's not in there. They're like, "Do you know what a GPS is? The internet?" And he's like, "You
Just
made
making
those up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a Captain America story.
Yeah.
And Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
can
you
both.
said that already.
Yeah.
Um,
I know. Just,
yeah.
God, I can't
Yeah.
believe I can say it. God. You want a hashtag with it next time? God.
But like you were saying, Newman starts. They're on the news, and the newscaster asks a question about if it's safe to go out, and Homelander gets all pissed off and storms off. He's like, "You don't know anything. I know it. I know it. You're lying to the people," and walks away. But so Newman starts talking to Starlight, and she's like, "Oh, Huey thought I was gonna pop his head."
Yeah.
And then she's like, what? What'd you think? But she's like, "Oh, come on, you know." And then Starlight acts like she's gonna use her power, or she like makes her eyes go.
She is defense.
Yeah, defensive, and she's like, "You'll lose if you try."
I mean, no, I don't think Starlight will because Starlight's a blonder. I mean, she uses her eyes to see who head she got to pop. So I mean, Starlight could possibly.
I don't know.
The specifics of that power. It's like,
I'm gonna say Newman could probably beat her to the gun.
I don't know. Because when she was popping the dude's head in like the first episode, she was actually popping like in
Parts,
certain areas.
yeah.
Parts of
Well,
it,
yeah,
so
she popped his hand too.
I think I don't know.
She's got to be looking.
She got to aim at
probably
it,
at your
yeah.
at your. She's got to be looking at whatever she wants to pop.
Yeah.
We also see Frenchie got taken because he wouldn't do a job for little Nina, and they also take Kimiko, and
I'm gonna be honest. This part of the story I really don't care for.
yeah, I don't either. I kind of hope they kill off Frenchie.
No,
Yeah.
I just don't care about the story arc with her and Nina and all this and that.
I mean, she was part of the storyline. How the hell did you expect her to get to? I mean, how do you expect the boys to get to Russia? Like,
I understand that, but there's other ways. It's called creative writing.
True, but
I'm saying okay, that's good. I think they should have left it off there. That's just my opinion.
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe she'll kill Frenchie. I don't know if I've already said that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of hope he dies.
You
in-
really don't like
in
the
this
French
season.
character.
She's really keen on like having Frenchie as her her dog. You know her.
Yeah.
You know her go-to guy to to kill people. Her
Although she never said
assassin.
the B word, but okay.
But let's fast forward a little bit, because nothing else really happens until we get to Hero-gasm,
Yeah.
which is a giant orgy for low-level soups, I think they
Yeah,
said.
a bit wild. Yeah.
Yeah. We see a return of Termite and of the soup. What's his name? His name is Love.
You
Love
know his name
sausage.
is.
Love.
What? His name is Love Stick.
Love
Oh,
sausage.
now you know.
Love sausage. Love sausage. That's what you said. Marcus was. But Love Sausage. He's there. Blue Hawk is there. I'm trying to think of anybody. The Deep shows up because Homelander sent him to find the TNT twins. And we'll get to him here in a little bit. But
Yeah, Mother's Milk gets there, Starlight
Mhm.
gets there, Butcher gets there, Soldier Boy gets there. So you know something's going down with all those characters being there.
they told Soldier Boy, give us a few minutes. Don't go in yet. Huey drifts in.
Went to scout out the place. Look for the TNT twins before some.
So he knew to
Yeah.
find out where they are, so that way Soldier Boy didn't kill anybody unnecessarily.
But
But you
You
found
already
out,
know,
yeah.
Yeah.
But honestly, I can't say that was completely Soldier Boy's fault. It was a trigger
No,
song.
because the Trigger song was playing.
Yeah.
But what are the odds the Trigger song was playing?
Yeah, that specific Russian song. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know.
I never even heard that song. But is that song made for the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Because we don't hear any lyrics or anything, so I think they just kind of made a.
Because they made a couple songs on the show.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
The show, so yeah.
I think they just made a tune-heavy song and then played it.
Yeah.
But so he levels the whole building because of this Trigger song.
And then he doesn't even know what happened because when he gets back to Butcher,
Yeah.
he's like, "What happened?"
He's like, "What happened here?"
and then Butcher's looking at him like,
What? Yeah.
Well, now what if this song is a song that Vought used to use to control him to make him do bad things without him knowing?
"Did he Vault or the Russians?"
No,
I'm thinking it goes all the way back to Vought.
no, because Vault wanted to get rid of him. Like,
But don't you think
that don't make no
the
sense,
Russians put that stuff in them and made that trigger?
Maybe I was just I didn't know. I don't know a whole lot about if Vought does anything with that, but it was a theory.
What if Vault kind of like
Sold him to the Russians.
to the Russians?
I could see that.
That could be a possibility.
I think that's why they said Noir did it, because he asked the TNT twins who did it, and he says Noir. Maybe Edgar told Noir to do it, and then because the fly dude flew up and the enemies caught him, that's why they started to shoot out, and then most of them got hurt.
Mm. But I'm starting to think that they sold him to the Russians.
Because Soldier Boy killed the TNT twins,
well,
which
the Countess, he said they sold him to
Crimson
the
Countess.
Yeah,
He said, "How much money did they give you?" And she said nothing.
and they got rid of him because they really hated him. They
Yeah, they
him,
just hated him. But
Basically, he's Homelander.
yeah,
He's their version of him.
he's their
Yeah.
version of Homelander. Basically, the only people that are left are Black Noir and the Mind Meddler.
Something like that. Yeah.
They're the only two left because.
And yeah, those two. Yeah.
Mhm. But before Soldier Boy lights the whole place up, Starlight's walking around and finds a certain somebody messing with an octopus. I believe Jamel, you had something to say about that.
Oh, I was saying that I feel like that's a rip off the Aquaman joke about him fucking a fish.
Yeah.
So I think that was just let's go ahead. We can actually do that on this show. I don't think DC's gonna.
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think that comes from.
I mean, it's completely hilarious. I mean, everything that they're doing and introducing, I mean, stuff you don't usually see on television shows. I think it's awesome, you know.
And we come to the big fight,
Oh yeah.
the main event
I
of
think
this,
that's the best part
of this episode.
When you see
Homelander walks
Homelander
in.
walks in. He walks in on Butcher and Soldier Boy. He lasers him, thinking that he killed him. Assuming he killed him, and then he goes into the fight with Soldier Boy. Now, Soldier Boy, he was getting the best of Soldier Boy after a while. But this is just me, what I think. I think that after he did that whole explosion thing, he lost a lot of his strength, and then it's something that has to come back and load back in.
Yeah, he lost a lot of
Actually,
pent up energy.
I think they were on par because he was about to, shoot another blast at the end once they were pinning him down.
Yeah, but that blast wasn't as powerful because
you can tell.
You could just tell he couldn't load up fast enough.
Yeah, or maybe he didn't know how to. Well, I guess he was slowly trying to react it or make it come out, but not in time.
Wasn't in time.
Yeah.
Maybe he can't fully do it, but once the song comes on, something takes over and automatically sends out a blast.
Yeah, and then Huey even comes in. So I think that had that blast actually even happened, it probably would have killed maybe Huey and Butcher.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, it for sure.
Huey for sure, but I don't think Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher maybe not.
Because he's a bit invincible, like Homelander.
Temporarily.
24 hours.
But that was a cool three-way fight. And we saw Butcher and Homelander beaming each other. But Homelander's beam was way more powerful.
He got the best of him. And he had the higher ground. He was flying. So I had asked you offline, do you think that Butcher will be able to fly?
Yeah, I had said maybe, but...
In the finale, possibly?
Maybe in the finale he does, but for right now I'm going to say no.
If he has powers similar to Homelander,
he does, but I would think he would have got off the ground right there.
If he can't fly, I'm sure he can leap. Like he can jump.
I'll give you he could jump probably.
I mean, we ain't seen him really move super fast.
I feel like if he can fly or if he can do those super fast type of running stuff, we're gonna see that in the finale. I think the finale, that's when we're gonna actually have the best fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think that what we just had was just a little taste.
Oh
of
man,
what we're gonna
just
get.
a little bit.
And the taste was perfect.
Nice sampler.
Yes, it was a perfect sampling. So yeah, Homelander, he flies away, and and then also getting to what happens after that. Starlight exposes Homelander vaguely,
very vaguely.
Yeah.
She didn't give any specifics, but yes, Starlight, she exposes him. So we're going to see the backlash in future episodes of what happens after that.
And before we kind of wrap this up, I also would like to talk about how we also have one of the best scenes with Homelander in himself. Mm-hmm. He has that whole psychosomatic discussion with himself in the mirror. I mean, you could see him breaking down. Yeah. Being in charge is tearing him apart.
And I'm thinking that's like in the comics he's supposed to have a twin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that's what they're doing with
in the comics he has a clone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Black Noir is his clone.
Black,
and his Black Noir's mission to kill Homelander
if he gets out
of line. Yeah. So but you can see the boys, they deviate from
because as we know, Black Noir was
born before Homelander.
Yeah, and because he was with Soldier Boy.
Payback.
Yeah, with Payback. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe Homelander's a clone of Black Noir in this universe. Oh fuck. Okay.
Y'all ready to go?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the ratings. I'll start us off. You've been starting this off this entire time.
Okay.
Episode 5, 8 out of 10. It was a great episode, but it is not like episode 6, and it's not like what is to come. I mean, a great episode. We got a lot in it. Episode 6, 10 out of 10. Great scenes, great fight. That's all you need to know.
Episode 5, we did 4,
5 and 6.
We do
5 and 6.
No, episode 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Dang!
Wow.
I mean, he's a little slow. I mean, I'm not saying.
Hey, that's your rating. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge.
Yeah, that's up to the fans. If they want to agree with you.
It was a bit slow. I mean, I was more interested in seeing more fighting and stuff. It's just more about their traumatic past and their I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
6. That's a 10 out of 10. I mean, the ending fight between all three, Homelander, Huey, and Butcher, and that's it for me.
All right. You got anything else to say?
Nah,
all right, take it from here.
Yeah.
All right. For episode 5, very solid episode. That's where you got the whole arrangement that you know that Soldier Boy and Butcher are going to be working together, which they kind of teased that Soldier Boy was the weapon to take out Homelander. I'm going to give that one a 9. I thought it was a pretty good episode. But episode 6 of season 3, I've got to say, out of every episode the boys have produced so far, that has been the best episode I've ever seen of this series. So that if I'm gonna go above 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 15 out of 10.
This man just broke the rating.
Wow.
Yes, I just broke the rating. 15 out of 10.
15 out of 10 for episode 6.
Okay.
What is
It was great.
I'll say the same. Yeah.
You said 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and give
I
it
was breaking the rating with you. No.
He didn't know we could break it.
How many times you broke it? You broke it before too? Okay, but yes, 15 out of 10. It was, like I said, this episode had me, wanting more. I actually want more of the boys. I want more, a spin-off show. And it goes to show, like, they can do that. I'm sure they got the budget for it, too, but the Amazon, it's Amazon. They, come on, Jeff Bezos, help him out. But,
He's got the money for it.
they got the
Too
money
busy
for
going
it.
to space.
Yes, but the show, definitely good. The fighting scene was just, boom, it had me on the edge of my seat, so definitely 15 out of 10. I enjoyed it that much, so those are our ratings for 5 and 6 of The Boys. Right now, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Fan Style Reviews. I'd like to remind you that my name is Jamel,
I'm Oscar.
Frank.
and we're going to see you on the next one.
Peace out.